You want to introduce your players and give some general
Sure.
comments?
To my left is Chris Robinson from Butte, Mississippi, senior running back. To my right is junior quarterback from Marion, Arkansas, Breck Ruddick. I want to say this before we get started. I want to thank Bowie State and how they welcomed us here. Unbelievable hospitality. Thought it was ran. Everything was done first class. They have an amazing football program. They are going to be a team to be reckoned with in the future. Coach Wilson's doing an unbelievable job. That was a really good football game. I'm very pleased, obviously, that we got the win and we're moving on. But we had to fight tooth and nail, as I figured we would. I think the two block punts were the huge momentum swings in the game. We felt like going in we had a chance to possibly block one. I think the second one we got pretty lucky. But we'll take it. You think you got to be lucky at this time of year, but obviously pleased with the quarterback, Amir Hall, is probably one of the best we've faced all year. Goodness gracious, that guy, I'm going to have nightmares about that guy tonight. And that guy's special. And we thought if we could hit him, maybe we could rattle his cage a little bit. He's poised, man. He didn't flinch. He kept playing well, but I was really proud of our defense. They gave up 96 plays, but only 406 yards of offense. And if you really look at what Bowie's been doing to people, I feel like we did a really good job today. But obviously, I'm proud of these two guys, and I'm proud of our defense, and we're just excited we get to move on. And I felt like in the fourth quarter, these two guys to my left and right made a couple of big-time plays, and I was really proud of them.
Okay, we'll open it up for questions.
Coach, you guys done a lot more running and passing today. Talk about why your running game was so successful today.
Well, in our last three football games that we've played, I think we ran the ball for 280, something 260, 300, and then today another 300-something yards, whatever we had, 344, whatever it was. But I think that's what we do. It's kind of our identity in the last 3 weeks. We've kind of found ourselves in the last 3 weeks offensively. When you kind of got these two guys back there, we feel like we're kind of a two-headed monster with the zone read. And in the first half we pulled it a few times, and then Chris goes to Wildcat. We had two Wildcat formations this week. It's the first time we've done that. We knew we had to bring some extra. We had to bring all our bullets to the fight, and we needed everything we had in our bag today. But I think that's kind of what we are. So that's kind of why we did it. Not that we can't throw the football, but we feel comfortable running it. And I think in November, you still got to run the football to win games late in the playoffs, and that's kind of what we try to do.
Coach, Bowie State came out with a tear, scoring 28 unanswered points. How did you keep the team together? How did you keep their spirits high?
Well, I think the drive before half was really, really big. I think it's kind of what's left. We had them 4th down and 10, and there was a minute, I think 30 left, minute 40, something like that. And we tried to go after them because we thought if we could stop them, we had great field position to maybe go down and get another one. And then we felt like, hey, we got control. We'd be up 31 points or 27 at least. And to their credit, they made a big play there. We got illegal hands to the face, and we did it. And they capitalized and scored, and they came out in the second half. Man, that third quarter, it was like trying to stop a runaway train or something, man. It felt like every time. We weren't moving it on offense, so it was both sides, and we were really frustrated. But I called the team up as we started the fourth quarter, just said, hey, everybody take a deep breath, including myself, and let's just realize what we do here. And we've been really good in the fourth quarters this year, and today was no exception to that.
Brett, 3-2 with maybe the season on the line. What were your thoughts when Coach dialed your number up for that play?
Just do my job. Just do my job. One thing that we preach on offense is, play within yourself. Do what you got to do to make your play. It just so happened that my offensive line did a great job blocking. Wide receivers did a great job blocking. Run back did a great job blocking, and just gave me a good hole.
The left side of your guys' line is extremely athletic and big. Is that one of the reasons you guys are just so, I don't want to say predicated to the run, you make the run basically the signature of your offense? Because I remember watching from field level several times, they just opened up holes to put trucks through. That's just how efficient they were at opening up the holes for you guys in the running game.
For sure, they do a great job of, obviously doing their job, but I think that all starts from fall camp. They've been putting in work since way before fall camp even started, and obviously today it paid off.
Chris, it was clear that your offensive line really loves you, and your coach really trusts you with the ball in your hands late in the fourth quarter. Talk about what this whole game has been for you and how effective your offensive line has been for you.
Well, I knew when I went in that coach needed me to make a play, and I know that my offensive lineman had my back, so I was gonna go in and make a play for him. And today just really been a big game for us. How we just bounced back in the fourth quarter.
Chris, what is it about this team that just won't quit, won't go away? What do you think it is?
I don't know. We just gotta keep running the ball and just stay. Talking about us or yeah,
Right.
yeah. We just come to practice Tuesday, Wednesday, practice hard, and at the base on we gonna win or lose the game this week. And I felt like we practiced hard this week and we got the W.
Coach, next round you guys face West Alabama, one of the teams in your conference, also #1 team in Super Region 2. Does playing them during the season, does that help you come into a playoff situation like this and you already know their tendencies, you've seen what they've done already?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Sometimes, they sit there and they're fresh. Obviously, they had a bye week, and deservedly so. They're a really good football team, and they played us during the regular season, and we lost by 3. Really good football game. They had us 29-10 going in the fourth quarter, and we scored 16 points. Something about we liked the fourth quarter. But I don't know. I mean, we know a lot about them. They know a lot about us. We kind of recruit the same kids. They beaten us on some recruits. We beat them on some recruits. So we know a lot about them. Obviously, when they beat us, it was in Cleveland. It's a tough place to play in Livingston Stadium. They're right on top of you, and they'll have a great ruckus crowd over there this week, and they got a lot to be proud of. And but we know a lot about them. They know a lot about us. So it's kind of just like who's going to go execute the best. And I think it's always going to come down to that this time of year. They're totally, they're a lot like Bowie State is on offense. They like to throw it around, and they're really good at it. They've got a good back. But they're really good at what they do offensively, and it's kind of the same stuff, quick hitting stuff, over the middle stuff. They're really good at it, but we'll see, man. We're excited about the opportunity. We're excited to spend Thanksgiving together, and that was a goal of ours going into the season, and we're just going to try to keep rolling.
Coach, the last few weeks you've talked about November being your month. When the calendar turned over, you guys seem to have flip the switch. Has anything changed for your team, or just that late season, postseason mindset?
I think what's changed for us starting in the month of November, because we had a terrible October, we had a great September, obviously we're undefeated, but October was awful. But I think once we got to November, we just kind of redefined ourselves, kind of, I would say, committed ourselves, and practices have been much better. Our scout teams have gotten after us, and it's been good. We always do good on good during the week. For at least one period a week. And this week we didn't do it because we kind of beat up both sides of the ball. We knew we were going to play a physical team. But our scout team, I just think the way that we've practiced is the only real difference. We prepare, like Chris says, we know that you have to win a game on Tuesday and Wednesday, and that's our work days. And Thursday and Friday you can't win it, but you darn sure can lose it. So you got to keep your focus. But Tuesday's a big day for us in Cleveland, Mississippi every week. So we just got to go out and grind this Tuesday.
Coach, that option play that you guys ran quite a few times in the first half and the second half, was that something that you had dialed up during the week of practice, or was that in your playbook?
It's been in our playbook, but that was a new formation that Coach has had, Coach Williams, and he brought it out this week. And it was giving them some fits early. Bowie finally he got a little greedy. He should have given it to Chris one time at the end of the first half, and they about killed him over it, and I was laughing at him because he should have given that thing. But no, it was an adjustment by Coach Williams. We felt like what we'd seen on tape with the jet sweep motion that those guys would chase, so you would have a chance. But Bowie did some really good things. They made some good adjustments, man. You could tell they did their homework on us because they had some guys there for the pull. They squeezed more than we saw on tape. They did some really good things defensively as well. And I'm just telling you, this place, what I've seen from the outside, This place is a sleeping giant over here that they've gotten woken up, and this won't be their last time in the playoffs, I can promise you. And the way their fans were good to us, and they were rooting for their team, but they were good to us, and they showed a lot of class. And man, this was something to see. It's our first time to Maryland, and obviously we're happy to get the win. We're lucky to get the win, but I just can't say enough about how impressed I was with this campus, what Coach Wilson's doing, and everything that they've got going on here. This is going to be a team that's going to be a very good representative out of CIAA for a long time to come, in my opinion.
Coach, the left side, what did you guys see that you was winning Cooley left side out? I mean, you see
Our left side against their right side.
Yeah, y'all left side.
Well, our left side is our side. I mean, you're talking about George Roberts, who was All-American a year ago, is 6'6". He's 340. He was 370 a year ago. He's lost some weight. And you got R.J. Holston there beside him at 6'7", 360. And, we got a 1 foot split. I mean, and that's, you start doing the math, that's nearly 800 pounds coming off on a double team. I mean, that's grown man football, as we like to say in the South. That's 4 buckles. And you start putting 750 pounds with 4 hands and 4 eyes on a double team, you're going to get some movement. And I don't think it's any different than what we've been doing. We did it last week against Florida Tech. We did it the week before against North Greenville. We've committed to that. And, we probably are a little more left-handed as far as runs go because of where those guys are.
Okay, and I believe that pressure do plus fights, as you know. I was just curious to understand, it seemed like they never made an adjustment. Did you guys feel that way and say,
No,
not just you guys, but did you
yeah.
feel like you guys not making no adjustments?
No, I felt like they were, because we felt like we had some things on film. We thought we could get into we thought we could see some things on film to where we were going to get the zone read, and if he pulled it, there wasn't going to be nobody there, which was not the case. They had us out leveraged a lot of times today, and we were kind of sorting. We were on our heels in the third quarter, and then finally in the fourth quarter, I think a big play was the face mask on him. I really do, because that game's still in doubt. They face mask him, we get a little breathing room, first down, and we come back and get it 3rd and 2, and we got in a formation that we ran many times. We never showed it before, and they went to a bare front, which is their short yardage front, And the difference was we were leading with 2 backs, plus the left side, and pulling another guy. So when he hit the crease, they were in man free. I mean, they were in man coverage anyway, which they were in most of the day. They got good guys that can cover. We felt like, all right, we got lucky there. We called the right call at the right time, but I felt like they did a heck of a job, man. That whole second half, we were running the ball, and I was like, man, they got a guy playing the dive, they got a guy playing him, they got a guy chasing the motion. I mean, they did a really good job. I felt like defensively, we just, at the end of the day, we feel like we got 2 pretty good guys on that left side, and if we get the numbers right, we got a chance to move the football a little bit on you.
So, Coach, as you know, Bowie State prides itself on stretching the field with deep throws, but I know you guys dialed up the pressure specifically in the first half early, set the tone, as you said earlier, try and just shake them here all out of confidence. Is that basically what you worked on, trying to limit their offense? That has been just decimating CIAA opponents this season?
Yeah, we let it go south in sacks, so we know how to pressure the quarterback, and we felt like we could pressure him. What we didn't know was how tough he is. We felt like, all right, we're gonna hit this guy, and he's gonna be flustered, and he just kept getting up, and man, I hugged him after the game. I said, man, you're a great player. I mean, he just kept hanging in there, and then I think his legs were a difference in the third quarter. His legs were a difference. We gave up leverage a couple times, and there he went off. And same thing Breck can do to you. He took off, and I'm like, wow, we can't catch him. So I felt like he impacted. Now, I'll tell you what we did do that I was proud of is we limited Robert Chesson. I thought we limited him today, which was good because we had a lot of penetration. And he got loose on us one time, I think, for a 10, 12-yard gain. But we've been really good at stopping the run all year, and it's because we create a lot of tackles for loss, sacks, and that thing. So that was the game plan, try to heat him up. And we talked about first play, we're gonna bring 5. We're gonna play 0 coverage and try to send a message early. But man, that guy's a stud, good player. He's a baller.
Anything else?
Anything else?
Thank y'all.
Well, Coach, thank you so much.
Appreciate y'all very much. Thank y'all. Y'all have a great evening.